2023 is coming to a close, and we start to say a fond farewell to all the amazing new anime that graced our screens. But with those sad goodbyes, we also welcome in a new bunch with the winter anime season of 2024. We are getting some really entertaining anime coming our way, so I've compiled these shows as the ones you absolutely can't afford to miss. So with that being said, drop your boy a quick like on the video if you see some titles that you like the look of, and let's see what the winter season of 2024 has to offer. Starting with a dark fantasy anime that looks to be really good. Chained Soldier. Decades ago, gates to an unearthly and terrible dimension known as Mato, the demon city appeared across Japan. Those who ate the peaches that grew there developed special abilities, but only if they were female. When lowly high schooler Yuki Wakara becomes entangled in a gate, he is rescued by Kyoka Uzun, the attractive commander of the Demon Defense Force's 7th Squad, who orders him to become her slave. Lucky guy. Now, this anime is also tagged as both harem and ecchi, and from what I've heard, this anime has a good bit of fan service in it, so yeah, you know I'm down for this one. Next up, we have an action-adventure anime that looks set to be an absolute banger in Sengoku Yoko. The world is divided into two factions, humans and Katawara monsters. Tama, despite being a Katawara, adores humans and promises to defend them from evil, even if it means fighting her own kind. Her brother Jinka, on the other hand, despises humans, despite the fact that he is mainly one. Shinsuke, a cowardly swordsman who wants to learn how to be powerful, joins these two siblings. When the gang discovers a conspiracy to experiment on humanity and turn them into monsters, they resolve to take down whoever is responsible, even if it means facing an army of soldiers. The people they meet, the locations they visit, and the animals they confront will go down in history. Now, from what I've heard, this one does take some getting used to, but the payoff in its story is supposedly well worth it. It's 2024 and we are finally getting a new season of Blue Exorcist. What a time to be alive, people. I was a huge fan of the previous seasons and I've always hoped we'd get more, and yes, here it comes. Now, Season 3 will be covering the Illuminati saga, which, according to the manga readers, is Blue Exorcist's best arc to date, so here's hoping that they absolutely nail the adaptation. So if you're new to Blue Exorcist, then I strongly recommend you get caught up on the previous seasons, as it's an anime I think you'll really enjoy. The most wholesome and I want to say comfy show of the season looks like it is going to be A Sign of Affection. It's a light-hearted romantic comedy that easily looks like it's going to steal our hearts over the winter months. Yuki Itose is a deaf university student whose life has been cloaked in silence since birth. She has spent her whole life in the same spot, and her only interaction with others is with her best friend, Rin Fujishiro. Now, during her commute one day, she encounters Rin's mutual friend, the silver-haired and multilingual Itsumi Nagi. Itsumi, unlike most, seems unfazed when he hears about Yuki's impediment. This, together with his adventures overseas, attracts and affects her. Her affection for him grows after they part ways. As Yuki and Itsumi learn more about each other's lives, a new world opens up for them. Now, I am so excited for this anime. I am a sucker for the romance genre anyway, but the premise of this one just really has me anticipated for it. The continuation, the Season 2 that only the true legends are excited for, is freaking Mashle, man. Season 1 of this show back in the spring was honestly not spoken about enough. It had the comedy down, the fights were outrageous, and it really knew how to drop those epic moments. Honestly, I am so ready for more One Punch Man meets Black Clover meets Harry Potter with the added shoe cream. Let's freaking go, Mashle. So super excited, so hyped, can't wait for it. Let's go. I've got an absolute banger up next that I haven't really heard anyone talking about in Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable. Tsubasa, a high school student, moves to Kitami City in Hokkaido, where he meets a gal at a bus stop. His heart is captured by the sight of her standing alone against the pristine snowscape, bare-legged despite the severe cold. Now, said gal, Fuyuki Minami, does look to be an absolute babe. Beautiful, playful, giant booba. Yeah, I'm excited to see what she's all about, but the other girls in the show also look to be total stunners, so count me super excited for this one. Nice. One of the potentially more badass shows of the season definitely looks like it is The Witch and the Beast, and apologies for potential name butchering here, if I haven't already done that in the video. Gomenasai. Ashaf is a soft-spoken guy with delicate features, a coffin slung on his back, and a swarm of black crows around him. Gaidu is a savage, aggressive girl with long fangs and beastly eyes. This menacing duo emerge one day in a town ruled by a witch, a ruler with magic running through her tattooed body who has persuaded the villagers that she is their hero. But Ashaf and Gaidu are wiser. They believe that wherever a witch goes, only curses and disasters follow. They have grudges to settle, and they will not hesitate to eliminate anyone who stands in their way, whether an angry crowd or an army garrison. Gotta say, I love the aesthetic of the trailer, and I think it is definitely an anime that you do not want to miss out on. Here it is, finally, the most anticipated anime of not only the season, but also the entire year of 2024. You know it, Solo Leveling. The hype has been so real on this series for a long time, and it's ramped up even further now it finally has its anime adaptation coming out. So, The Gate emerged 10 years ago, connecting the actual world with the domain of magic and monsters. To battle these heinous creatures, regular individuals gained extraordinary abilities and were dubbed hunters. Sung Jin Woo, a 20-year-old hunter, is one such hunter, however he's renowned as the world's weakest due to his pitiful power in comparison to even a meager E rank. Nonetheless, he hunts monsters in low-rank gates in order to pay his mother's medical fees. Now, this wretched existence changes when Jin Woo, thinking to himself to be the sole survivor of a disastrous mission, awakens 3 days later in a hospital to find a bizarre screen hovering in front of him. This quest log requires Jin Woo to finish an unreasonable and hard training program or suffer a suitable penalty. Jin Woo is first hesitant to agree due to the rigor of the quest, but he quickly realizes that it may well make him one of the world's most dangerous hunters. Nothing more needs to be said about this one, it's going to be absolutely epic. Boys and girls, do I have a proper trashy show with the big ecchi tag stacked to it for you? Yes, I'm not ashamed. I'm actually super excited for this next one, gushing over magical girls. Yeah. Hiragi Utena has always admired magical girls and fantasized about becoming a cool heroine who battles evil. So she of course trembles with excitement when a doll-like figure approaches her one evening, suggesting that she possesses a magical power dormant within her. But in an ironic turn of circumstances, her colourful fantasy is abruptly wrecked when she morphs into a villain. She tries to leave, uninterested in cooperating with the forces of evil, but a troop of magical girls appear and declares war. As her actual personality begins to surface, a conflict ensues, and Hiragi quickly finds out that she likes inflicting suffering on others. Gushing over magical girls follows Hiragi as she begins her new life as a villain leader, fighting against magical girls and reveling in her newly vicious nature. Tell me this one is not going to be a banger. This next one looks like it's going to be a real bit of good fun. It's a comedy supernatural anime called The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil. Akutsu Masatora is a demon who has invaded a human high school. His purpose is to discover others to help hell battle its natural foes, the Angels of Heaven. Akutsu is assigned a seat next to Lily Amane, another student who recently transferred here, and he falls for her attractiveness, planning to recruit her to his cause. But there's more to Lily than meets the eye, and Akutsu not only becomes an accomplice to one of the very adversaries he intends to combat, but he may also have fallen in love with her. I love the art style of this anime through its trailer, and though it's not going to be this big epic, it's certainly going to be one hell of a good time. I'll see myself out. Winter Anime 2024 looks to be another banger of an anime season. What shows are you looking forward to the most? And while you wait for the next video to drop, why not check out this video where I go over the best anime of 2023 and see if you agree with my choices. But guys, that is it from me. I'll see you soon for some more. Till then, you take care. Peace.